Oh, thank you, Gen4 for the like. Alright, I think everything is set up. This is day 527. The journey begins. And our audio sounds a little off because why is our no, we are trying to play on a Logitech Logitech controller. Bear with us a moment while we adjust the 1, 2. Does that cut it off? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. I think we may have had our microphone. I hear it again. Right. Anyway, let's see what we have in our inventory. Okay. How do we select 4? Is it? Nope, not that one. There we go. Let's put that. No. Okay. I'm sure this would be a lot easier once I learn how to select things with this controller. Okay. Actually, let's pause one more time. Maybe I can turn off the monitor. Advanced properties. Monitor off. So hopefully things sound okay, but I will have to rely on chat to inform me if anything sounds off. Okay. Oh, we also don't have our Elytra on us. Oops. Okay. Oh, that's going to take forever. I probably should have changed the controls there. It's the two like dual shock thumbsticks that we're playing with on the Logitech, and I keep wanting to use the D-pad instead of the left thumbstick. And I'd probably need to. I was going to do this more often. I think the controls are slightly off in the Switch, so I need to do that to work on that. We're gonna have to find a way off of Inkwood without our Elytra. I don't know where we left our ender chest over here. If we even left one over here. So let's see if we can find something here. This the backside? Oh, this backside. I think that. Oh yeah. Okay. Bottom button is jump. Oh, okay. I do like that Minecraft keeps some of the controls up on the screen, so I can see like left thumb is drink, down is drop, left on the D-pad is emote. Well, that's handy. If I... Hello, Mia, welcome in, and thank you for the hearts. And thank you for bearing with me. I do plan to get Tickfinity going at some point, so I'll be able to recognize things like the hearts during stream easier. Get something on screen to recognize that. So thank you, and thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I want to get that going so I can recognize those kind of things a little easier in case I'm not paying attention to chat. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's right. No, this one. No, it's right. So it's oh, so it's actually left. Okay, so it's backwards. Well, thank you. Try to be considerate of everyone. So nothing in there that we can use. Wait, why is my inventory not closing? Oh, that's why. Yeah, I should probably just get the buttons to line up with whatever Minecraft has on screen. Because this would be RT, which is the attack button in this case. So trying to line it up with the switch, but I guess I misaligned things. But yeah, we have a few commands that we can do on Twitch for like channels that we follow, some little informational things, and I want to get that going in on the TikTok side as well. And also, which are we going? This way. We have like follow alerts and stuff from Streamlabs, which doesn't work on TikTok, but Tickfinity looks like it will do the job. I've been doing some research on that, so try to make it look a little more professional. Although today we don't have our panel up and our audio probably sounds a little off from usual if anyone's been in before. We're currently not at our usual setup. We're traveling for the next few days. We'll be back to normal on Sunday, the 13th. Oh. So, thank you for everyone that tunes in and bears with me for this week. We're going to try to do a stream every day for about an hour, maybe a little bit shorter, because I don't want to be away from the main setup for too long and not sound good. We put some effort into the mic and the filters to clean up some of the audio, so don't want to regress for too long. And since I don't have the hang of the control yet, I don't want to do too much cavalier stuff like we usually would. Jumping off of that, also we need to find our elytra, which I'm pretty sure we don't have. Well, I know what we can do. We don't have our elytra on us, and we don't have our. Yeah, that was it. We don't have an ender chest over here, but this wall here is going to be the back wall of the ravine. And we haven't dug out this part of the ravine yet. We've been working on the center part over here. So when this is done, we wouldn't be able to do what we just did. But for now, we just jumped over the wall, and we'll circle back over here. If we can make it to our path, we'll be able to walk back to Overmorrow, so we can do something like mending our tools. And we can probably do that on. Oh, well, that explains it. I was wondering if our happy gas would come out, and it's apparently wandering around over here. So we have two happy gas now, one over here that we're going to use for the ravine work, which will really help out there, so we don't have to worry about falling into the cave below us too much. And then we have one over by Overmorrow, by the wall, the horizon wall, so that we don't have to worry about falling off that either once we get to that construction. Can I? Oh, there we go. Okay. Our internet should be pretty good, so hopefully everything holds out. All right. Oh, let's not crouch. Let's see if we can make it back. If we can at least make it to the tunnel, we should be pretty good. I think we have some beds scattered around. And as long as we have the path, we should be able to make it to Oamaro. So we did take 4 days off. Was it Thursday through, well, yesterday, Sunday. So we're going to try to stream a little every day, but again, much shorter streams, 30 minutes, 45. I don't like not being able to monitor. Ooh, that have been bad? No, that wouldn't have been bad. Okay. I usually have multi-PCs set up with multiple monitors that I can try to watch chat, monitor OBS. Oh. Welcome in, Emma Davis, and thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hopefully the announcement for that came up during the stream. Again, yeah, since I'm not on my regular setup, I just have the game monitor up with a chat poking up behind it, so I can't check on the alerts too easily right now, but I tried to fix that last week. Something was up on the Streamlabs. Because on the Twitch side, we use a combination of Streamlabs and StreamElements. But we also stream to TikTok and YouTube. Mostly so that the VODs can go directly to YouTube. But if that happens to be anybody's platform of choice, it is available there. Or if there's a particular part of a build or something you want to see, it is documented over there. Granted, it doesn't start from day one. I wasn't sure how serious you would take this. I think it starts high 200s, I want to say. It's been a while since I checked the earliest VOD to usually just keep up with the most current. But speaking of the VODs, there is a 2-hour VOD. Probably about 2-3 weeks old now. That is our world tour. And there's a cut down version of it on our TikTok. So if you're interested in seeing more of the world, feel free to check that out. This all is going to get fixed too. It's going to be part of our caravan route into Inkwood. For now, it's just the practical path that we laid out. So this is more or less the shape we want to go with, and then we'll stylize it and add texture and stuff later. Make it wider. Probably, I don't know if we'll make it taller or deeper. But either way, the height will increase. And yeah, if there's any questions on Minecraft or story streaming setup, feel free to pop those in chat. Oh. Welcome in, Tower Defense. How's it going? Up to any Minecraft stuff yourself? Any Tower Defense worlds? Oh, sorry about that. Hopefully it's back. If not, hopefully a refresh does it. But yeah, if you're able to hear me again, tower defense, yeah, just checking in to see how the Monday was going, if you do any Minecraft yourself, and maybe if you have any, I'm assuming you play some tower defense games, if you have any recommendations. Which, on that note, we're always looking for other game recommendations. I don't know that we can put too many more on stream, but always looking to have a few in the back pocket. Right now, except for this week, we are streaming Satisfactory on the Fridays and Saturdays, and Planet Crafter on Shallow. And Planet Crafter on Sundays and Mondays. Okay. Somewhere around here is it here? Yeah, okay. This will be much nicer at some point too. I don't know if we can see it from here. Oh, thank you. I should have caught that one. Thank you for the follow, Tower Defense. Appreciate it. This structure here is the entrance to our, our artificial cave. So we're gonna take that back, and it'll be like a little pocket that leads into this area. So there's a lot of work we need to do here. But for now, we're keeping it kind of just practical while we get all of the elements of the story that we're working on done, and then connected. And then we'll just go back and we'll start polishing our roads, adding some character to the cities and towns. And on that note, we uploaded it on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, last week anyway. The world download is available, so if you go to linktree/MindTripMedia, you'll see a link to GitLab, and you'll be able to get the summer 2025 world download. So all the work that we've done up until Wednesday will be available. So if you want to take the world and see what we've done and use that as your starting point, or just mess around, you're welcome to do that. The goal is to have a backup for myself, but also share the world as we go. And then once we get more of the story done, it'd be something that you could follow along with. We're planning, well, it is a forever world, or has been. It's been kind of haphazard up until fairly recently. So we're starting to put some more process and framework to our building. So every so often we'll do something like this where we'll walk the path between the cities, which will take a long time and isn't super interesting at the moment. But once we get some character in here, we'll get a feel for how this is following along with the story and making sure that it moves at a decent pace. All right, can we? There we go. Okay. Okay, so we can use the, we can press the left joystick on the Logitech controller, and that works. Which I guess is the other thing that we don't have going. In addition to not having our face cam up today, we also don't have our hand cam up, which usually shows whatever controller that we're using at the moment, which for the immediate past has been the Cyborg, or not, yeah, the Cyborg 2, which has actually worked out really well. And if you play a lot of games that require a lot of keys, hotkeys, I think it's a good choice. It does take some getting used to. It is fairly customizable. And if you're just starting out and not sure, the the Razer Tartarus is a good option too. It's similar. It's more like a numpad with a joystick or a thumbstick. All right, something is around here, but this is the path that we want. This will take us back. As soon as the sheep gets out of the way. Okay. So we'll follow this. Do we have anything? Okay. Yeah, and on that note, I guess it's been a couple years since we've played with an actual keyboard for the actual gameplay. So we'll use it to search for items and things of that nature. But as far as in-game operation, well, other than commands on our creative world, we haven't played with a keyboard in at least 3 years now. One of these days, I'm going to have to write that down and put that as a command so that I can remember that easier. I don't think we have an official day where it just stopped, but we'll make a good guess. Because we did use a keyboard for a while and basically had evolved from just using the numpad and the cluster of keys in like the lower right of a keyboard to then using like the Tartarus, and we did play around with Logitech joystick, but that needs some more finessing to get it to work, which is on our list of things we want to do because we want to do more programming projects as well, and it will take some work to kind of hijack the controls and get it to work the way we want. But whenever we do get around to that, I will share that out. Not only that we've done it, but I'll share out the code for that as well. But that will be quite a ways off unless we get to do this full time. We also want to play around with things like Leap Motion, the Logitech pedals. What else is out there? Yeah, I said Leap Motion. I think that'd be an interesting one, like waving hands around, like basically a sign language to control Minecraft. I think will be interesting. Not using conventional controls as much as possible. Which I know there's some eye tracking software out now too, so I'm kind of wondering what I could do with that. Like it's available of like pausing videos and whatnot. If you're not looking at your screen, so I'm wondering, and I've seen that on Twitch as well, like seeing where the streamer's looking. So I'm wondering if I can get something like that to work, where I could look and control the character. Because our left hand is usually the thing, like the Cyborg or Razer, joystick, whatever. But our left hand, yeah. Our right hand is Logitech M570 trackball. Again, except for today and this week. Which I should probably make some kind of vacation mode command too. But this is Overmorrow. Should probably slow down a little bit. Oh, I guess I'd have to stop things and adjust the sensitivity. So I'll try not to do too much spinning because I don't have the sensitivity here dialed in like I do on the Switch. And we do play on Switch, mobile, Chromebook, and PC. Yeah. So it's Bedrock Survival. So for that reason, so that we can play on the multiple platforms. I'm considering maybe adding a Java version so that we can try some stuff with some Java groups. Like Joel Duggan is part of this Citadel Cafe podcast and Spawn Chunks podcast and streams himself, and happens to have a Patreon server. Which, even if the Patreon server isn't your cup of tea, it's both of the podcasts, the Citadel Cafe and the Spawn Chunks, are great Minecraft podcast. Let's see, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Alright. Oh, hey Jay, how's it going? Welcome in. We took a few days off and we're still traveling, so our audio isn't what we would normally have, but hopefully it's not too bad. Doing well so far. Trying to get a little Minecraft in while we're out and about. Did some barbecuing and fireworks over the 4th of July. And there we go. So, what's our time? Oh, yeah. So we're about 27 or so minutes in. Okay. Oops. Okay. We're roughly 30 minutes in, so we'll do another 10, 15 minutes or so, mending our tools. Since we are traveling, we're also playing with the Logitech controller, which isn't quite as sensitive and set up like our Switch. Otherwise, we would probably be doing a little bit more action adventure stuff as far as our building goes. And we didn't bring a capture card for the Switch, so let me actually pause for a second and adjust something. There we go. And resume. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we also don't have our multi-PC set up, so trying to keep an eye on chat the best I can. Having to try to play the game as close to full screen as I can while still having chat peeking out and OBS in the background is challenging. Definitely appreciate the multi-PC setup now. And having multiple monitors as well. And it's been a while since I asked, so yeah, if you're still around, Jay, how's the computer going? And is that for Dr. Lane? Hi, how's it going? Welcome in. How's the Monday? And let me know if I was anywhere close to getting that name right. And oh, Adrian. Okay. Well, welcome in, Adrian. Hope you're having a good Monday. That might have been my third or fourth guess. You do any Minecraft or any gaming yourself? This week we're a little off due to holidays, but in general we do Minecraft every day, Satisfactory Fridays and Saturdays, and Planet Crafter on Sundays and Mondays. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, if you have any games that you like that you want to share, feel free to mention those. Especially if they're builder strategy kind of games, I was looking to have a few more of those in the back pocket. Because what was it? There was a couple pixel art, like $2-3 games that I picked up on the Steam summer sale. Debating, like once we get enough, once we get enough momentum going, we might see if anyone is interested in like playthroughs or themes like that. More of the smaller pixel art games. Because the Final Fantasy series, I mean, I enjoy the early Final Fantasy series, like 3 and the early ones, but have to be careful streaming those. Yeah, so on stream we do Planet Crafter and Satisfactory right now, and we'll get back to those starting on the 13th. I think that'll be a Sunday, so that'll be a Planet Crafter day. And off stream we play a variety. Minecraft's, Diablo's, Baldur's Gates, a lot of pixel art, RPG kind of games. This is Bedrock Survival, but I am contemplating Java, getting another copy of the game, a Java copy to see if I can import this world into Java and then play around with some other streamers that I follow that have patron servers. Probably wouldn't build anything or stream from those servers, but just do some maybe resource gathering for them here and there, just downtime. Yeah, builder strategy, kind of RPG, old school kind of RPG games. I don't do as much like FPS kind of games anymore. I mean, I did some back in the day, but more the slower kind of games and time to think kind of games. I haven't got around to doing the really low key games like Power Wash and the game about like packing boxes. But if enough people want to see something like that, I could throw that in on a day here and there. But that's more like professional level streaming, and we're not quite there yet. One day maybe. So I think we're around 270 followers on TikTok, and our first milestone goal is 300, so we're getting close to that. And our bigger goal is 1,000. And then we are trying to make affiliate on Twitch. And we're pretty close to both of those. And Minecraft is every day because what we're doing here is 2 parts. One, we're working on trying to actually write a book based on what we're building. And then also on GitLab, we have a builder's journal. So the builder's journal will be free and open. The novel will be an actual story and won't actually be Minecraft per se. Like it won't reference any mobs or anything that are in Minecraft, whereas the builder's journal will. So we can have 2 different approaches to writing about the world. Do you have any favorite games, Mio? And do you do Java or Bedrock, Adrian, on Minecraft? Oh, hello. What is our 35? Okay. So we'll mend our tools a little bit more and see how things go. This is one of our plans to end streams with a few minutes of mending or something more casual, so that we can kind of open and close our stream with a little more chatting, and then occasionally have days that are more decorative, so that we can also do more chatting. Yeah, days that we're working in the nether or in precarious situations. Not sure what that was, but yeah. Yeah, when we have less focus, I want to make sure that I have those days closing with chat so that we can engage more. Which is why we're mending our tools, so we need to do it anyway. And since I don't want to chance losing all of our netherite gear, we're just doing something simple that needs to be done. Because we do need a lot of ice too, and we could go to our ice farm, and maybe later this week we'll do that. Because it will take some time to get up there. We can try flying. I might be able to get the hang of that by the end of the week. Or we'll just go really slow up there off stream, so that when we start, we'll be in a nice good spot. What else do we have on our... Okay, we have Civilization on our Steam library too. And we got Civ 7. We played that for a little while. We've beaten all the other Sims, or Civilizations, except for that one. I think Civ 3? Civ 2 or Civ 3? I think it's Civ 3 is probably my favorite. Some of the earlier ones had enough tech, but were still kind of simple. And what else? Banished is a good one. I like that one. And I want to say it's called Northgard. Something Guard. I think it's Northgard. Kind of a little strategy game. Is kind of fun. Yeah, one of these days I'll probably have to write down a few of the Steam library and just bring those up during chat. See what people think. Alright, yeah, we won't do this all night. We're at about 38 minutes, so another 7 minutes or so. Maybe it gives us a 45-minute stream. A little shorter than normal, but unless there's a lot of activity in chat, and then of course we'll stay longer. Alright. Nice. Oh, I can't see. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of spoiled on the multi-monitor setup. Being able to see a little bit more of the activity across all the chats. Alright. What do we got going on? What do we... Oh, 6. Can I grab... Is it... Which one was it again? Ah, okay. It's that button. Y button. Pants. Pants. Why do we want those? So we can spend our levels. we have an armor shop that was started on the surface of Overmorrow. And earlier I was thinking I should probably add a tool shop too. Some kind of mining company or tool company. Something along those lines to put up there. So we have a bed shop, armor, weapons, food. I probably need to set up some kind of short storage shop as well. So chests, shulkers, and whatnot. We're not actually selling them, but pretend that we're selling them. We have a lava shop. What else do we have? Cleric Guild, library, iron farm, gunpowder farm, bamboo, and some stuff like that. So we need to get some of that we have hidden on the wall, and some of that will hide below shops, and some of it will make visible in a shop so that it adds a little bit more movement to the city. And that'll help out there with making it feel more alive. Which I guess, do we have tools on it? Oh, we have another rack on us. Can we grab that? Yeah, because we forgot to change our chest plate out for Elytra. So we still can't fly anywhere, but alright, since I know it's not that interesting to watch us repair tools. Alright, and it is daylight. Let's take in some of the sights here. Where is our... There it is. We won't be able to fly off this, but we can get a good view. Oh. So is that jump? That means that this is up. Yeah, there we go. So we'll go up a ways, we'll look down and kind of figure out where do we want to put our tool shop. Oh, what works? The scaffolding works, you mean, Mia? Oh, I guess these, you could call them bamboo tables, but it's scaffolding. Yeah. I know a lot of people complain about scaffolding, but I use it all the time. Yeah. I like the scaffolding because it helps me get around and it doesn't have as big a reach as I guess you now could get with the Happy Gas, but they're more predictable for me than Happy Gas. And the other benefit is that if you're on the edge of them and going up or down, you can get kind of a nice cinematic up and down, which is handy if you're on Bedrock and don't have access to something like Replay on Java. So occasionally I'll do that and then clip it because I'm trying to put together clips of some of the bigger projects so that when I'm done, I can time lapse them together a little bit easier. But where do we want to put? We don't want to crowd things up too much here yet. Welcome in, Captain Squirrel. How's the Monday going and working on any Minecraft projects yourself? Any trees, acorns, things of that nature? That is a mod that I wouldn't mind seeing in Minecraft. think squirrels would add some, definitely add some life to the forests. Yeah, so it's kind of quasi L shape. There is going to be our library, our bed. We have a armor, weapons, leather over there. That's the warehouse. That's our bamboo there. Just so do you want to build it in the back, maybe? Yeah, I think we'll either build it a little off center here towards the bamboo, or build it a little bit more over here by the dirt area, by the dirt farm. Wow. Where our loose dirt is. And this is where having the gas elevator or elytra would come in handy. How do we get out of here? I guess we have to go all the way down, huh? Yeah, just come through here. And then we can leave from over here. Because we do have a heavy ghast hanging around over here somewhere. Where'd they go? Oh, that's right, we moved them. They're back by our armor farm. Not armor farm, our armor shop. There we go. And it's not done, but we can mention it. So the east side has white walls, and the west side will have black. And that's one of the themes that we're building into the world, is using color to tell us what direction we're going in. And also like time of day, so we'll have like a sundial, but based on colors. Easier to see when that's done, so that's over in Inkwood, so we'll show that off one of these days. And so we were over here somewhere, right? So where's our 0 line? Oh, here's our 0 line, right? Yeah. Is that it? Oh, that is our... Okay. I didn't want to move our gunpowder farm, but we might have to. I mean, we were trying to build this, but build it twice at either end of Dawnbridge, which is the bridge that you enter whenever you go through this gate. So Adventurer's Gate here. So, I don't know, I kind of like keeping that there, but if we get enough ice and time to rebuild that, we might do that on stream one day and tear this down and put something else there so we can see the portal, the Adventurer's Gate. We learned a lot of lessons of what to do and what not to do when we're setting that up. So, yeah. I kind of want to have... Oh, we'll see. I'm not tearing anything down just yet. I mean, even if we build the other columns at either end of the gates, so I'm not tearing it down yet, because I like the idea of like coming through here, but every 18 degrees is something, so maybe you'd have a gate here, so this would be like the border between the 5th and the 6th realm. So maybe they could come in and see that, but then wherever the center of one of these other ones is, we would want to have a path to it as well. well, we'd want to see it. So I don't know if we could actually get something going where the center of each gate has a line of sight to the gate. So that's something we'll have to think about. I mean, not a bad idea, but something we'll have to think about. So we'll have to calculate that. All right. So if you're coming off this, maybe you could have a diagonal or something that comes here. Like a path that goes off like that to the side. Oh no. Because our front is going to be here. Well, we can move it anywhere. It doesn't have to be on the side. But if this is kind of a main gate, we could also put the door over here. So those are things that we want to get laid down and then figure out, is the shape of the building good enough? Do we need to change it? Do we need to move the entrance? Stuff like that. But anyway, we want to do something over here, and we want to make sure things aren't super on a grid. There's a lot of planned nature here, but we want it to feel kind of organic outside of the walls, the outer walls. So what do we got? So this is our, what else might you find with a tool shop? Or I guess that's the other thing we have to think about. So if having just a center route, you could move your more important stuff towards the center and less stuff farther away. But that also means we're kind of ignoring the other entranceways. So maybe we do want to move it somewhere a little farther back. And that way, yeah, that way we could say like realms could be known for something. And so those shops should be a little bit closer to those realms. They're entranceways into those realms, and then when you're a little bit closer to Adventurer's Gate, which I guess would make sense, since we're not actually building anything out there, but if we're going to lean into the story of being an adventure trip, we would want to have our tools and stuff close to when people are heading off. So maybe that will work. So we don't want to be too close to that, right? So maybe like 30 something off. Yeah, and then, yeah, so something like that. $64, so that's something like that. Maybe that can be wide enough for a tool shop, right? So we would need at least something for like a 2-block storage. Well, okay, there we go. We also need to keep in mind that we need to be able to decorate the wall. So we need to leave some space on the outside and inside too. So if we leave, say, 3 blocks, then it starts from here. So that's 2. That's just a chest just up to that point. Then 1, 2, like a walkway, back room, and great. So 1, 2, 3, decorative, some storage, a little back hallway, another maybe little wall, a little place for them to walk, some kind of counter, and then something here maybe. So it's probably about here. Okay. I think this will work. Let's pull this out and then see what this looks like. So this will make it a little bit prettier than our armor shop probably, but if we're gonna have guess we'll have to do this. This one? Yes, okay. Yeah. Alright. So something like this, maybe, and this would be our. Do we have any tool? Or yeah, tools. So we want. So. We have to have like a horse shop or a transportation shop, and that can be our guest and horses and pigs, things that can be ridden. I don't see any extra tools in our inventory though, so we might have to hold off on that. And no signs for that stuff. But we'll put this in here, the chest in here. Okay, so we can start putting tools in here, and then, yeah, okay. I'll go over here. We don't need to go all the way up. Alright, let's go up. So we're probably going to start wrapping it up pretty soon, unless there's anybody in chat have any questions. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up in a couple minutes here. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. It's a little on the square side. You don't want everything to be square, but we also could just make it a circle of whatever diameter this square is. Ooh, yeah, we're probably going to want to move that, maybe make it a little bit longer. I don't want it to be too on the grid with I mean, it can be semi-planned, but I don't want to be a perfect grid. And this looks like if we line it up on this path, well, it's not too bad, I guess. We're off by 1. And maybe that isn't such a bad thing. So it gives some slight movement to the road, but not too much. So I think that's probably pretty good there. So let's sleep, and then we'll go sit on top of our gunpowder farm. I think we have some scaffolding to get up there. So that's the other thing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Iron Golem coming. Those are the kind of things that I get excited when Mojang adds more sand in the box. Because things like the Happy Gas are okay. The lay I don't really use for bundles, but I'm glad they're in the game. So I think the more sand you have, the more people can do interesting things. And I know some people don't like the make easy button, but I'm a big fan of that because people will find ways to make things hard all on their own. So if you make it easy, then you give people a better starting spot, I think, and then they can make it hard if they want to. But it's much more difficult to make things hard and then expect people to figure out how to make it easy on their own. All right, so let's go over to the other side here and let's see what that perimeter looks like. It Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. It's off by one on that side, off by a couple, at least two on the other side. It also looks a little bit bigger, and these are just like rough shapes, so nothing's going to be planned down to the block as far as that goes, because we don't know how we're going to decorate them and what the road shape might be, and we'll have, you know, ferns, bushes, whatnot on the outsides to help with that. So these are more general locations to get used to, and what things should be reasonably close to each other. How do they play in the story? Like, I was thinking about back there, but since the Adventurer's Gate is up here, having the tools that you would go out and explore with are that way. Makes sense. Even though we're not building anything there, it makes sense if you're going to adventure, you pick up some tools. Although having our iron or our armor and weapons in the back is a little off from that, but yeah, I think we can get away with that. I'd have to do the calculations as it's like arctangent of y over x, or in Minecraft's case, z over x gives you the degrees. And so I'm guessing this would be see, it's like 0 to 18, 18 to 36, and 36 plus 18, so 40, 54, something like that. I'm guessing that's about the degrees that this would be. So this would be somewhere, I'm guessing, in the eighth realm. So maybe they could be more known for weapons and tools and whatnot. Trying not to make too many changes. Kind of planning things out well the first time. But also, if something is really off, can we explain it versus having to move it? So I think that's fine back there. And yeah. And we don't want everything to appear like hostile either. Like, you're not going, even though you need it for the mobs, we want it to feel like a more casual adventure or mining. You know, not that you have to fight the creatures that are out there. But I think that kind of works with the story. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And we're actually pretty close to an hour, so I think we're gonna call it here. So let's see if I can do everything here. Get all the thank yous in. Oops. So, well, because we're gonna miss a few. So thank you, Jay, Adrian, Mia, Captain Squirrel, and I feel like we missed some people there. Who else did we get? Gen 4, thank you. And if we missed anyone else, apologies, but appreciate the likes, shares, follows, and everything on TikTok and Twitch. And thank you, Emma and Tower Defense. Let's get this back. And if you want to see more of what we're doing, you can check us out on Linktree, so linktr.ee/MindTripMedia or Linktree/MindTripMedia. You can Google that. That will have links to our VODs over on YouTube, our TikTok, our Twitch, Pinterest, Blue Sky, all of our projects. It has links to our Substack, which isn't anything related to Minecraft or even gaming just yet, but you might consider doing something there as well. And yeah, we stream Minecraft every day, usually around 10 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Pacific. This week that schedule is not applicable, and we stream Satisfactory on Fridays and Saturdays, usually in the evenings, and Minecrafter, or not, Planet Crafter on Sundays afternoons and Monday mornings. And again, that schedule will pick up again on this coming Sunday. So until the 13th, we'll only be doing Minecraft, and we'll be doing shorter streams due to our limited streaming setup. So with that, thank you for joining. Thank you for the likes and follows, and we'll see you tomorrow sometime for day 528 of The Journey Begins. Although we'll take a pause here. Thank you, Lear, for the 20 roses. Appreciate it. We were just going to wrap up, but we might stick around a little bit, Lear, if you have any questions or anything about Minecraft or the world that we're in. Just to say thank you for the roses. I don't want to have you gift me dash. So we'll give another minute or two before we actually sign off then. We'll just kind of look around over Morrow. And hopefully the music isn't too loud either. I tried doing some of the adjustments, but most of our settings are saved on our other PC, and we do keep a backup of that and try to keep it stored on GitLab, but we did not copy our latest changes from our streaming PC to GitLab, so we weren't able to import those. I actually need to work that into my process so I can grab those a little bit easier and make more regular backups of my OBS settings. At some point, if they're good enough, I can always make at least parts of them public, minus any of the actual visual media that's in them. Which I guess I just have to take out any of the images that get copied so that it's just references to an image name, and then that would, when you launch OBS, would tell you that it's missing that, and you could replace it with whatever image you wanted to. But yeah, I guess if Lear58 doesn't have any questions, then we'll start a silent countdown of a minute, and then we'll sign off. So we'll just look around while that timer's going in the background. Oh yeah, we probably need to get some roads going. All right, it's not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Well, it's going to be night soon, so let's go see if we can find our... Oh. Over there. Let's look at that. Oh. Well, it's not as safe out here as we thought. Where did you come from? Thought we had things lit up well enough around here. Oh. Oh, okay. And alright. Probably need another torch out here, but alright. Well, it looks like the activity has slowed in chat enough that we'll go ahead and just drop off our bamboo and then we'll do a quick exit. We don't have our exit screen set up either, so it's going to be not a fade to black, it's going to be an immediate cut to black. So thank you again, everyone, for the likes and follows, roses and hearts. And we'll see you tomorrow, probably in similar time, when day 5